All right, so the Jets, to say they got destroyed would almost be the understatement of the season. This is the worst ass whooping any team has taken the whole year, to be honest with you. The whole season, this is the worst blowout. We've seen a lot of blowouts, a lot of uncompetitive football games in this NFL season. This is the worst one. It comes at, a pretty late week in the season, right? And as unfortunate as it is for the Jets, this is kind of the expected result. Listen, Aaron Glenn is not a good coach. This is a losing culture. They're not winning games. Their defense is trash. They can't stop anyone. They can't score. They have a fifth-string fucking midget quarterback. Nothing about this team screams, oh, we're going to turn around next year. Next year, what are you going to win, 4 games instead of 3? And listen, there's no future. Aaron Glenn has no future with this organization. I don't think he can right the ship. I don't think he can make things right with this team. I don't think, from what I've seen in this season, there's nothing here. This is not, the players don't look pumped to play for him. The players aren't even trying half the time. It's like the team has completely quit on this guy. I don't know. Maybe, the players are trying their best. Maybe they are playing their ass, or maybe I'm just a stupid one. But from what I'm seeing, when I watch the Jets game sometimes, I'll just flick it on, there's nothing. There's no life in this team. There's no energy. There's no juice. There's nothing. There's nothing that indicates this is an NFL head coach. I think he would be a good defensive coordinator for, a top defensive team. But this guy's not a head coach. It is that simple. Some people are not made to be head coaches. Some people, will never cut it as, head coaches. And Aaron Glenn, he's received his opportunity, was with a pretty fledgling team. But let's be honest, even like the most sort of less pessimistic people within the Jets fan base didn't think that the season would go this bad, right? I know they weren't supposed to be good this year. A lot of people said they weren't going to be good this year. I thought maybe they'd win 5 or 6 games. I, once again, really did not believe they would be this bad. And really competing for potentially the first overall pick in the NFL draft, which is the craziest part about it, right? And, it's either going to be the Raiders or the Giants. They're going to get it regardless. But still, you get the point I'm trying to make. There's nothing to this team. They have no quarterback. They have no run game. They have no receivers. They have no defense. They have no coaches. They have no one. They don't have anyone they can lean on. They have Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, and then the rest of the players are just bums. They're horrible. And once again, one draft, one off season isn't going to change. There's going to be no miraculous turnaround. You're not going to, oh my God, next year all of a sudden you win 13 games, right? This isn't one of those like Patriots where, they a 1 year turnaround, or it's not like, the Bears, the 1 year turnaround, right? The thing is with the Bears, the talent was clearly there last year, They had shit coaching and their quarterbacks didn't know how to read a defense, so that's sort of why they sucked last year. Now this year, they're a pretty good team, but once again, you don't have the run game, the offensive line the Bears have. You don't have the defense. They don't force any turnovers. They get no turnovers. They've gotten, maybe one the whole year. And by the way, that's Aaron Glenn's defense that can't force turnovers. So that you're responsible for that. And he's doing a poor job defensively. I'm sorry to tell you the truth. He's doing a horrendous job on defense. I don't know if he's calling plays. I have no idea, but you'd assume so. He's a defensive guy. Well, whatever fucking plays he's calling or whatever the fuck he's saying to these players. To say it's not working, once again, would be an understatement. I don't get it. Drake May, listen, he's the MVP. He's going to win MVP. If he wins over Stafford, I think it's ridiculous. May has a way better fucking case because the Patriots, what were they last year? The fucking Rams made the playoffs last year. Drake May has made this team into we're the best team in the NFL, right? We're like one of the top 3 teams in the league, and you're going to give it to fucking old-ass Stafford over this fucking young guy who made this trash team last year into the fucking one of the best teams in the league? Are we fucking serious? Listen, Drake May's the fucking MVP of the league. He's fucking top 3 quarterback right now. He may be the fucking best quarterback in the league the way he's fucking playing, but there's no effort on defense. The play calls are horrible. The player's wide open. There's no pass rush. There's no run defense to be spoken of. There's nothing, once again, that would indicate this is an NFL level defense. I really do believe there are CFL offenses that would carve this fucking team to oblivion. Now, the CFL defenses wouldn't be able to catch up, so they'd probably fucking still win like 50. They win 50-40, right? They would be in a shootout with a fucking Canadian League team. That's how bad the Jets are. They're fucking horrible. There's no redeeming quality to this coaching staff. Everyone's got to go. Once again, you just got to fucking shake the fucking thing up, reset it. There's no point. Aaron Glenn, it was it was like a C plus B minus hire. It was a decent hire, but it's a disaster now. There's no fucking point, right? Like, is it like, as a Jets fans, can you please leave in the comments? Do you actually want this guy to return to have another shit season so he can get fired when he starts 1-7? No, there's no point in that, right? Like, why? Why have another year? Dan Campbell, listen, that's a whole different fucking thing. I don't even think Dan Campbell's a good coach. He's a fucking motivational speaker, right? He's a shit play caller, motivational speaker, gives the speeches in the locker room. Aaron Glenn, is he really a guy like that? I don't know. I can't tell, right? I mean, he has a lot of energy on the sideline, but I mean, listen, that's not going to translate into fucking wins, right? You can't just say, for every new struggling coach, you can't just say, oh, wait, he made Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell sucked in his first year, or whatever the fuck the excuse is, right? You can't just make that assumption. You can't just say that. You can't assume that in any fucking plausible way. That's an unrealistic, essentially, Dan Campbell is the outlier. He is literally the exception to the rule in coaching history, right? Starts off like he's the worst coach ever, but then, grows into the role. Not everyone's going to make it as a coach. Not everyone's going to grow into the role. Not everyone is going to lead a trash team to being a bunch of beasts, right? That's not how it works. And this year, Dan Campbell, has fallen off a little bit. And once again, where the fuck's the room for improvement? Unless they have this historic offseason where they draft the best of any team, where they sign the best players of any team, where they add the best depth of any team, and they make other coaching improvements alongside, Aaron Glenn. If they keep Aaron Glenn, fire everyone else, and then let him pick a staff, and he gets amazing fucking players, and maybe they could win 6 games, right? But with their roster as it is right now, there's no rookies that are saving this roster. There's no free agent pickups that are going to go to the Jets. Once again, the like 10 to 15, 20 best players that will be in the free agency pool next in the offseason, upcoming offseason, will not have the Jets anywhere near their list. They will not sign with the Jets because there's no fucking point. And once again, Aaron Glenn has to go. He's not good. This guy is a one-and-done coach. There's such thing as one-and-done coaches. Aaron Glenn is one of them. He's not a good head coach. From everything we've seen, he's not a good coach. These players, they don't give a fuck. They know the season's over. And they made a bunch of trades at the deadline because they knew their season was fucking over. There was no point. And once again, but they have a bunch of draft picks. Oh, just wait. You're gonna waste those picks. It's the Jets. You're gonna waste that fucking premium draft capital with this coach that's not good at calling defense. That's not good at calling plays on defense. You're gonna waste that. You gotta get an offensive coach. You've got to get an offensive-minded coach. You gotta fire this fucking idiot, and you've got to get someone who is at least somewhat qualified, because Aaron Glenn is horrible. I'm sorry. This guy, if he lasts another week, I'll be stunned. They gotta get rid of him. I would fire immediately after this game. What the fuck's the point? Your team laid the biggest egg of the year, and once again, Drake May's a beast. The Patriots are beasts. Mike Vrabel should have never been fired. Should have never been fucking fired in the first place from Tennessee. He is an example of a defensive coach that's good. A fucking Mike McDonald. Like, these guys are fucking good defensive coaches, right? Aaron Glenn, what the fuck's he done, right? He's like, in his first year, he's done fucking nothing, right? He's not done a fucking thing. You can find guys like that are way fucking better and way more qualified for the job than Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn is just, he's not it, right? And listen, like, I'm not saying, we need to get the next, you're not going to find the next fucking Ben Johnson. I don't know who the next big head coaching candidates are. I really don't know. But all I fucking know is that you've got to try to find somebody who can bring this organization a spark. And Aaron Glenn is not the fucking guy to do that. It's become clear and obvious. This is becoming a disaster, right? What's the point of even stepping on the field if you're the Jets? You're not going to win. Brady Cook sucks. He's a fucking CFL quarterback at best. And in 5 years, nobody will even remember he played for the Jets, let alone was an NFL quarterback who started numerous games in the league, which is just crazy to me how he's going to be remembered as someone who started multiple games being that fucking bad. Just ridiculous, right? And Aaron Glenn, I mean, his defense, once again, inspires no confidence. They get walked down the field every single fucking possession. Don't look like they're trying. Give up. I mean, it's done. Aaron Glenn, you know, once again, this is a mess. This is a disaster. He's got to go. It's that simple. You could say, oh, well, they have draft capital. Let them load up. Let them build the team. Well, have you seen this? Have you seen this mess that has been created? Have you seen this? Even if they get a plethora of good players in the draft, no free agent, once again, will bother. They're not signing with the Jets, and they will have to have an amazing draft for the next 3 years, essentially, with Aaron Glenn. And then maybe they could win 9 games a year, right? I mean, because it's the Jets. Plus, they're the Jets. They draft poorly. They're the Jets. They're going to draft scrubs, probably. And they're going to end up being busts. And then Glenn will be gone. They'll hire the next coach. He'll suck for 3 years. He'll be gone. I mean, it's a cycle. It's the Jets. I don't know why we're so stuck up on just wait till they got more picks. They traded with the Colts and other teams and stuff like that. Just wait until, he builds his team. Whatever. All right? No. This isn't how this works. It's the Jets. They're not good. They don't draft good. And this isn't a hypothetical, me saying, oh, what's the Jets? It's the Jets! They're probably one of the bottom 3 worst drafting teams ever in the history of this league. What makes you think they're going to start randomly getting it right because Aaron Glenn is their coach? They're not. He's done. This team sucks. Next year, they might own 17. I'm saying there is a real chance they don't win a game next year. Because more players are going to request trade. Breece Hall's gone. Other players are gone. Garrett Wilson's gone. If I was those players, I wouldn't want to be on the team. And they won't. And I'm saying if Aaron Glenn stays as the coach and, those players go, they're 0-17. They're not winning a game. I think they'll have the lowest scoring offense in 20 years. I think they'll score maybe 8 points a game. And it'll be an embarrassment. Aaron Glenn, he needs to be fired. The whole organization is a mess. It's a complete mess. You got to get rid of everybody. It's that simple, folks. Thank you all for watching. This has been Mr. Truth, and this was nothing but the truth.